Hi, welcome to Mystic Frequency. I'm Lisa, and I'll be your collective tarot reader here today on February 2nd, 2026. But no matter when this reading finds you and you click into it, your guides are coming through and trying to reveal a message here for you or someone that may be close to you. And you are more than welcome to jump into the timestamp within the description box so that way you can go ahead and get started into the reading while I finish out the rest of the intro. If today is your birthday, happy birthday, and thank you for making it another trip around the world with us today. Always here on this channel, I want you to feel like you matter and that you do have a reason to celebrate. Always try to find something to celebrate each day. And with leading into my disclaimers, I cannot give professional advice, but I can give personal experiences or the advice that is coming through with your guides today. And ultimately, what is revealed is not the only option for you to choose. So do not try to dictate your life based off of one reading. Always try to find something that actually resonates with you in your current situation, and know that the wheel is always in control and you can drive in any direction that you are choosing. This is just merely showing you something, especially if you just needed a little bit more guidance or some advice, or just when you're at a crossroads and you need to know, okay, what can I do if I cannot make a decision for myself? But I am excited. Always remember that when it starts to not resonate, don't try to force the key to unlock a door, especially if it has nothing to do with your current situations, your relationships, your work. But I'm going to go ahead and dive into the reading here. So today we have Capricorn energy. I was actually going to start with your affirmation, but I actually kind of want to talk about the die that rolled today was for Capricorn. So my energy within the collective, you're feeling a lot of ambition, wanting to be realistic, and having methodical steps in place so that way you can achieve your goals. So my Capricorn energy coming through, and even with my Capricorns, now you don't have to have this astrology sign for it to come through and resonate. There's just this energy that is trying to work with you and show you that hard work does pay off. And you were at a period where you were earning a lot of respect, and you have this sense of duty within your soul being where you want to actually have a purpose behind what it is that you are doing. And this card can talk about anything that you earn, whether it be through authority, through your achievements, the traditions that you may have that have earned you a title, so to speak. But there is a need to feel as if you do earn your respect. Have you ever started a job and it didn't take much for you to, people started to look up to you, like you just took off in a certain way, or you value that? I don't know. It's just like my husband's a Capricorn, so he really does value being able to put in the work and not be just handed something. He's not somebody that likes to take free handouts. He actually likes to say, okay, well, if you're doing this for me, then I would like to actually earn what it is that you are giving me, rather than you just handing it to me. These people can be very not so much prideful, but they just, how do I describe it? It's just, they can be very serious, and they can seem like they're all work and no play at times, especially when they are driven to completing something. But this card is coming through and wanting you to find a purpose today. Find something that you are doing that actually gets you out of bed, so that way you can prevent any kind of stall or risk of depression. It's like where you feel like, what is the point in me even doing this? Why am I even here? I feel like I don't matter. I feel like I'm not respected. Well, how do you earn your respect is really what your guides are asking. Are you expecting someone to just automatically trust that you have the skill set to do the job or perform the task? Or can you actually mean what it is that you're saying? Can you actually do the walk behind it? So you may be asked to prove what it is that you are capable of doing. Some of you may be even looking into careers right now and turning in your resumes and actually having to showcase what it is that you have a trademark in. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to actually prove what it is that you can do. And be open to feedback and space for improvement and guidance. When someone sees it, when you are learning something new, actually ask, is there any way that I can do this in a more efficient way? Actually look for the streamlined process to make things flow more efficiently, rather than, grinding your feet in the dirt and trying to prove that you can do this. Sometimes we need those mentors in our life, mentors. It makes me think of the maze. And you may be walking through a maze right now trying to figure out, why am I even here in this maze? Where am I supposed to go? Where's the other end? Where's the door? How do I get out of here? And so you're just aimlessly walking through life, going left, going left, going left, sometimes getting back to the same place that you started. And now you need to think about, well, what direction do I really want to go in? Do I really want to get out of this maze? Or do I want to stay here and waste my time away? And nothing is more frustrating is when you are doing something and feel as if you are wasting your time for nothing. And so actually open up to feedback, find ways to get you out of this maze. And when you are looking at any kind of outcome that you may have in your life, whatever you're planting, whatever you are striving towards, and you actually expect something to be returned, hold the outcome loosely and almost see like if anything does return, that is a blessing when you see a form of return. And if it's a small return, think of, okay, just like the Page of Pentacles will have this coin given to him, and now he's like, okay, how can I make this grow even more? Do I need to change my approach? Do I need to maybe seek a financial advisor? It's those kind of things that are coming to play where, how can I make this more fruitful for me? And always live with integrity. Capricorns, they value trust. They value determination. They value those who have that grit, and they do the work without anybody needing to be there. It's like, and I can speak for this on my for my husband, because this is, I hear about this all the time when he comes home from work, is he'll be the only one working in the shop, and everyone else would be standing around, they'd be talking, and then when a manager comes in and jumps on their cases for not, staying diligent, they get upset with the manager, even though it's their own actions that are causing them to get scolded in that moment. And then there is another side to that, is having a leader that sees that we do have someone that is doing what they need to be doing and actually recognizing them for that work. So remember, recognition is very valuable. So if you are a manager, or if you are someone that works in any kind of business, retail, whatever the case may be, remember, it is important to be recognized for your work. And if someone does not recognize you for your work, you need to see the value in the work that you put behind your effort, and know that you are doing a good job, and that this is not, your guides see it. They want to recognize you for it. They are clapping their hands right now saying, out of everyone that is here today, you are the one that is doing it, the hard work. And they want you to trust you are going in the right direction, and don't be afraid to ask them for assistance. You're here for a reason, my dears. You're here for that confirmation, knowing that, yes, you're doing it. Be proud that you are doing this. And I have a lot of respect for Capricorn energy. I have a lot of respect for you right now, for someone that is coming through and doing this. And the one thing with Capricorn energy is always remember that you want to have a healthy balance between your masculine energy and your feminine energy. So that way, you can still work with the people around you. You don't want to be someone that that has the, well, I guess I'm going to be the only one that does the work. And you just kind of like let that attitude show itself. You may even speak under your breath, but that's not going to help the situation. You could even either A, confront your manager or whoever your boss may be and say, hey, have you started to notice that our morale in the group feels as if there's only one person working? I am only one person. I should not be doing the workload of 3. And if they give you backlash, that's not a good manager. I will say that. And if you need a purpose, I'm going to tell you, maybe the purpose here is to prove that you are the better leader here, the one that can bring a force together and actually execute tasks in an efficient manner, and be that person that is giving the feedback and helping others. If they're bored and they're sitting on the sidelines, there's a reason for that. They don't know what the next step is. They don't know what to do when they have downtime. And you may even not know what you should be doing with downtime. Capricorn energy, y'all want to work, you want to stay busy, but you need to be able to have that downtime. So there's a lot of information coming from my Capricorn today, and I value this kind of energy just like I valued Scorpio's energy in yesterday, where we talked about releasing and being able to let something out so we can bring something in. But let's go ahead and look at your affirmation for today. So I am love, and I love that this is coming in for February. And I actually wrote a quote down, and it's by a poet. No, it's not a poet, but I do have a quote by a poet, I think, further in the reading. So this is actually a quote from the Bible, I believe, First Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4, 5. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. And perfect for my Capricorns, very perfect for this energy today. And it is not something that, when someone does you wrong, or when you see others are taking it easy while you are grinding at your workload each day and every day, almost killing yourself. But don't hold, have expectations for yourself. Don't try to place those expectations on others, especially if you don't know what's going on in their life. You don't know if they may be having a bad day. You don't know their backstory. You haven't walked in their moccasins for 2 full moons. It's like that kind of energy. Always provide that love. Be that love without expecting an outcome. Just share it and just be a good neighbor here. But I am love. I keep wanting to hit my bird. All right, so self-care, self-love oracle coming in today is look into moon energy for your highest desires. Your subconscious is going to give you the telltale signs of what you need to be focusing on. So there's again that feminine energy that we're trying to tap into, so that we are not just all action, we're actually flowing. Think about what needs to be nurtured right now, or what needs a little bit of your empathy, and what is something that can help you flow and be receptive with patience. Maybe even look into things that want to be created. What are you trying to create, or what are you trying to bring to life right now? Think about those things, because that'll give you that sign of, okay, this is something that I do want to nurture. And how can you be vulnerable and connect with others when you can't keep doing this work that's going on right here? And have someone come in and say, hey, I've got a lot going on in my life, and I just need someone to either, someone to talk to about this so I can get this off my chest, or is there any way that you can pick up my shift for the day, just so that way I can get through this? And, and always make sure, and here's what I love about this energy is you are someone that will pick up a shift for somebody else. You value allowing others to be able to work on themselves just as much as you working on yourself. And you know that there is a need here for this kind of love, and by doing so you will receive that in return. And so just open up and be vulnerable. Your guides that are going to help you with this Capricorn energy today is, we have the grizzly bear, the hummingbird, and the cougar. So the grizzly bear talks about power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. It's having that belief that you're going to succeed, and by trusting your intuition for when you need to pause, when you need to reflect, when you need to ask for feedback, and seeing where it's going to take you in your next step for those methodical steps that are coming through. But being very gentle and being that true love, that rejoicing with truth in itself is what this card is talking about. And that is where your strength lies. And the hummingbird is saying that there are miracles all around you. And you are a miracle yourself. You're a miracle worker. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. And when you find that your tank is running low, the hummingbird can come in and let you know, okay, well, we need to go back and return to where we can find the nectar, where we can find that sustenance to keep us moving forward. And so you may be looking, okay, what has helped me in the past? What has not helped me in the past? And how can I allow myself to use my wings to be in an effective way? Because if a hummingbird is in a maze and it can't go out, it doesn't want to use its energy in the most ineffective way. It's not going to sit there and keep beating and go right, left, up, down. It's going to sit until it can listen to what will help it. It may even use its senses here. Like, okay, well, I know there are flowers somewhere down this path right here for me. And then the cougar is assertive. In silence, you find power, claim your leadership role, and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. So we have another one. I will succeed. You have the confidence to succeed. And Capricorn energy, these Capricorns make really good leaders. They really do. And in my time when I have worked in retail, anytime I've been around a Capricorn, they really are some of the best workers out there, because they don't mind actually doing the work. They will actually get in there and help assist others. They don't let people just do it alone. They're looking ahead. While it's like so in boats where they are rowing and it's an actual sport, at the back of the boat, they have one person that is looking ahead, and then everyone else is looking back, waiting for the direction. Where do we spend our time? What do we need to do next? And it is so important that you do have someone guiding the boat, because they don't know where they are going. They don't know what direction they need to be turning their oars in. And so you right now, that is where you are currently, is you're using this power where other people may not be tapped into their intuition or be able to see or prepare for what is coming, but that is your gift. And I encourage you to actually use that for your benefit, because you are trying to lead something, and it's a silent power. You have all of this powerful energy that is around you, and you may be this hummingbird, but everybody feels this grizzly energy within you. They feel this cougar energy, and it's like, okay, we need to listen to what this person has to say, because we respect them. We respect what they have to say, and acknowledge that they are actually going to take us where we need to go. But have courage right now. And for your focus today, we actually have two right here. And I love seeing the Queen of Pentacles coming through and the King of Swords coming up, right? So the Queen of Pentacles is someone that can show love for others by taking care of their needs. They have no problem working. They care a lot about domestic responsibilities that they have to themselves and to others, and really value having like a clean and inviting home. They love cooking. I may have already said that, but these people, they are someone that enjoy taking care of others. They have a lot of warmth and generosity in their soul being, and they actually like providing a financial income with their own hands, where they're not waiting for someone to give them the living that they want. And the Queen of Pentacles is very straight to the point and likes to make sure that if there is an issue, especially in their home environment or even when they are working, that they already know how to resolve the issue. They don't beat around the bush. They don't try to, what's the word? They don't try to sugarcoat it. And especially with the King of Swords coming through here, they're not trying to sugarcoat what it is that needs to be done. And that may be another thing that is coming from this astrology sign today, is that when you know something needs to change or it's going to halt all productivity or processes, then you're going to say, this is ruining the morale, this is ruining our ability to perform to our expectations, and get straight to the point. And so this is also a very mother type energy. This is someone that can be a mentor, a teacher, a counselor. And there may be two individuals that are coming into your life to kind of like really work with you on this and assist with this Queen of Pentacles. And so she's very down to earth. She's very compassionate. And so it's like when you're out in the yard and you know that you need to pick apples or you need to grab something from this tree, there's something here that you need. You already know what is the best tool here to do this. So you're grabbing the ladder and you have no problem even working up the ladder. It's like that. You want to earn that title with your own efforts, rather than someone come in out of the blue and just be handed something just because they were part of the family, or, it's that kind of energy, actually earning your place. And she cares a lot about tending to the weeds that are around her. And right now, actually putting herself here is not, it's like something is trying to hold her back, but she is very determined about where it is that she wants to go, what is more fruitful for her. And she is going to use her voice here. That's why she has the King of Swords really backing her. And so the King has the courage to achieve any kind of desire that they have, utilizing moon energy here. They have a lot of respect, and they're somebody that is an authority. They're an authority figure. They are somebody that a lot of people pay attention to, just like with this Capricorn energy coming in. And they care what you are saying. You are able to judge the situation appropriately in identifying any kind of limiting belief that you may have. And you're trying to keep your emotions in check. That's one of the key things here, is keeping your emotions in check. And utilizing this Queen energy with the King, where you're getting to the heart of the matter without worrying about if you are going to hurt someone's feelings. You're being very firm. And when you are making a decision, it is very well researched. And this can even talk about a professional advisor coming in, a legal, or whether they be for legal reasons or just financial advice. But these people have expert opinions here. And that may be what you're needing. You're needing an expert opinion in here to kind of help you balance what you have going on in your life. Because when the Queen of Pentacles comes to play, if you are taking care of others, you always need to remember to take care of your own needs too. But this person, the King of Swords, They understand rules, they understand systems, and they understand structures. And one of the things Capricorn wants you to understand is look at the structure of your relationships, look at the structures of your work, wherever you may be, your own body, your soul, and see if the framework is being supported. If we have a rule in place and no one is following that rule, why are they not following it? Does it have a place in this system any longer, or do we need to reevaluate it? And this could even talk about rules that you may have at home that you're trying to keep in place, and making sure that there's a reason they are here and understanding the why behind it, and a need for respect. This makes me think this is a mother and a father that are trying to find balance where they both they are both respected equally, and not one parent is leaning in and giving in to another child. If that makes sense. I grew up with 3 brothers and 2 sisters. So when you have one parent that is easygoing and then you have another parent that is really hard, or it's going to be a no from them and a yes from the others, it's important to be able to balance that and respect one another. And then the confirmation for what is at the focus, because I really do feel like right now your mentality is really bringing balance, being able to nurture others with love, but also being able to be respected and for someone not to take it too far with you. Otherwise, you're going to be very firm with your actions and how you do your dealings. And you may even want to, if you are going through some kind of, like, you just need some legal advice here, now's a great time to actually do that. It may cost quite a bit, but if this person has experience in their field, it will be it'll be well worth to invest in, if that makes sense. And then, so this is a time for healing. I was feeling like if you're someone that is like, I have to do this, there is no other way. Yes, allow yourself to give yourself reprieve, and so you can flow and ask for help, ask for someone to come in and pick up a shift, those kind of things. And I don't know why I keep hitting my bird, but I am. Oh my goodness. Yes, intuition. So at the heart of the matter, and this is really beautiful for my listeners today, we have the Lovers. And so here's the quote that I wanted to say earlier, because this is I Am Love. There's so much love here. So this is by Roy Croft. She's a poet. I love you not only for what you are, but what I am when I am with you. I love you not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. I love you for the part of me that you bring out. And I was just like, oh, that is so beautiful. So your heart is really trying to look into, the meaningful relationships that you have, where you find that there is a soul honoring connection here. This can talk about romantic ties. This can talk about your close friendships, your family relationships, but you desire where love, respect, and compassion flow and they're not blocked off. Your heart wants to have open communication and raw honesty where you can be vulnerable. And being clear about your values and your beliefs. You may care about earning your own money, earning your own place, earning that respect. And there may be a partner around here who can provide that for you, but you really want to do that for yourself. But I want you to kind of notice here how the flowers are growing all around this king, and the flowers are not so much growing down here. And how can you listen to the advice that this king is trying to give you, where you can't always be the one that When you can't do the work, lean on others. Who's going to hold this ladder for you? Because it's nestled into the tree bush and there's not a tree or trunk. If you were to try and climb this ladder without some kind of support here, it's like it makes me think of like those husband and wife memes that are coming through where the wife asks her husband, "Hey, will you do this for me?" And before he gets a chance to stand up, she's already doing it. And so he's getting prepared to like come in and take out the weeds that are about to entangle her and cause her to trip and fall over herself. But just be open, be very patient, give people time to take care of tasks before you decide to do it for yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be very frustrated with yourself and start to tell yourself, well, I'm the one that's always doing everything. I'm the one that's always taking care of the kids. I'm the one going to work. And yes, this person is going to work too, but he's kind of like caught off guard by your willingness to just do it yourself. I will say that there is a partner here. I will say, in a relationship sense, there is someone around you that sees how they can grow with you and they want to come towards you and take the weeds out that are around you. They honestly, this is someone that would really fight for you, fight for this possibility. I will say that. And so be open and clear about your values and beliefs, what you want, especially when you're starting a relationship, and lay it out on the table. Do you want to be a working mom? Do you want to be a working dad? Do you want to be able to stay at home with your little ones, or even have your own business, or have your own, like, do you want to go back to school? It's those kind of things that you're trying to be very open about. And when you find that you are in a relationship and you've been doing this for a good amount of time, then it's always good to have a check-in. Are we doing good? Is there something that we can do to make this stronger, or do you feel solid right now? But choice really does matter. And the choice here is, when you are in a relationship, don't forget that you are your own person, and think about who do you want to be and how you want to connect with the people that are around you, and think about what is and what is not essential for you. What used to make, what your purpose really is. Your purpose may change throughout this relationship or where you may be. And so don't be disheartened if you decide to change what it is that you want to start working on, because, you found something that lit you up. And don't allow yourself to make decisions based on fear, worry, guilt, or shame. And choose love for yourself, others, and the universe, really. But these two energies, they are earthly, and we do have air here. And oftentimes when you see air and earth, it can stir up oh my goodness. Oh, it can stir up quite a bit, especially when you have dual forces together. But if we can see the best in each other and see the value in what they can bring to the table here, then you're going to find that a lot of things will be in harmony for you. And then the last card for your subconscious. Oh, let me go ahead and. So the confirmation here is the end of a tough cycle approaches. So if your relationships did not feel like they were syncing up, if there was a little bit of grief here, that is ending, and you're about to find a lot more happiness, I will say, a lot more things in alignment with you, where people are actually making good choices and decisions. But your subconscious here, we have the Four of Swords here. So this is just another clarification here for me that there is some need to take time off for you to rest, reconnect with your loved ones, a honeymoon, another honeymoon, if you will. If you have an anniversary come up, like, actually do something with that loved one. Actually take that time off. And this card says that you've been really hard at work, doing a lot of hours, putting in a lot of effort into what you have put your mind in. And ultimately, you have been taking care of others, or even giving wisdom, sharing counsel, drying tears and just being that support for other people. And you're just like with yesterday at the heart, we had the hanged man. We have the Four of Swords saying, like, yes, there is a burnout that is about to come through. You're about to crash, and we need some time to detox, whether that be through social media, that we can escape that I was talking about, or just a silent retreat where you can maybe do a little bit of meditation. But I do sense some restlessness here of wanting to do everything at once, even if that means you're having to do it by yourself. But you're going to make yourself sick and stressed out by doing so. So take a nana nap, take a papa nap, take whatever kind of nap that you may have, a siesta, and just relax. Know that what it is that you're wanting to get done will get done. Just don't do it right now. Let this person get done with their task first before. It's like if you ever played a sim game and you see everybody working and then you're trying to get them to do the next task and they have like 40 tasks and you're like, why can't you just get all of these done at once? Well, give yourself time to relax and reprieve. And then for confirmation here is a new start is coming. So whatever is about to be revealed to you, you're going to want to rest for it. Get some rest so that way you don't hurt yourself, and then this new start that was about to come through doesn't close off because you can't actually do anything with it. Don't break a leg trying to clean the gutters. It's that kind of thing. But that is your reading, my dears. I know it was really lengthy, but there was a lot of good information that was coming through today for my guides, especially with Capricorn. And if you enjoyed this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how it resonates. And what are you working on? What's a creative project that you are trying to manifest in this moment? But I'm heading out, guys. Bye.